Evander Holyfield made over $300 million in the ring. Today, he's broke. Not struggling. Broke. 11 children. 11 mothers. A 109-room mansion he couldn't afford to heat. This isn't a story about bad luck. This is a story about a man who conquered the world and then destroyed himself. This is the fall of the real deal. Evander Holyfield wasn't supposed to win anything. He was too small, too slow, too light. But in 1990, he knocked out Buster Douglas and became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He beat Mike Tyson twice. He fought Riddick Bowe in a war that nearly killed both of them. By the time he hung up his gloves, Holyfield had earned more money than any fighter in history. $300 million. But here's what they don't tell you about fighters. The same mentality that makes you great in the ring destroys you outside of it. Holyfield believed he was invincible. He believed the money would never run out. He was wrong. The spending started small. A house, a car, a gift for his mother. Then it escalated. In 1994, Holyfield bought a 54,000-square-foot estate in Atlanta. 109 rooms, 12 bedrooms, 21 bathrooms, a bowling alley, a movie theater, an indoor pool. He called it his dream home. The mortgage was $10 million. The monthly upkeep? Over $1 million a year. Security, landscaping, staff, utilities. The heating bill alone was $17,000 a month. For a house, he was barely in. Because Holyfield wasn't home. He was training, fighting, traveling. And while he was gone, the bills kept coming. But the mansion was just the beginning. The real drain wasn't the house. It was the people. 11 children, 11 different mothers, a child support payments that reached nearly $600,000 a year. Let that sink in. $500,000 every year, just to cover the kids. And Holyfield never fought it. He paid. Every time. Because in his mind he was doing the right thing. He was being a man, a provider, a father. But the courts didn't care about his intentions. They cared about the number in his bank account. And that number was shrinking. When you're a champion, everyone wants a piece of you. Promoters, managers, trainers, lawyers. Holyfield trusted the wrong people. He handed over control of his finances to advisors who were supposed to protect him. Instead, they bled him dry. Bad investments, failed business ventures, loans he didn't understand, a record label that went nowhere, a restaurant chain that collapsed, real estate deals that disappeared. Nobody told him no. Nobody warned him. Because when you're Evander Holyfield, people don't warn you, they take. By 2008, the money was gone. All of it. The IRS came first. $14 million in unpaid taxes. Then the banks. The mansion, the one he built as a monument to his success, was foreclosed. Sold at auction for $7.5 million. A third of what he paid. Holyfield didn't fight it. He couldn't. He had nothing left. And still, he kept fighting. Not because he wanted to, because he had to. In 2011, Holyfield stepped back into the ring. He was 48 years old. His body was broken. His reflexes were gone. But he needed the money. So he fought in Denmark, in Switzerland, in Russia. Places where the lights were dim and the crowds didn't care. He won a few, lost a few. It didn't matter. The paychecks were small. The damage was permanent. People begged him to stop. His doctors, his family, his friends. But Holyfield believed, truly believed, that God would provide. That one more fight would fix everything. It never did. In 2021, Holyfield fought Evander Belfort in an exhibition match. He was 58 years old. The fight lasted less than 2 minutes. Belfort beat him so badly the referee stopped it out of mercy. Holyfield made $1 million that night. But the cost was his dignity. The world watched a legend get destroyed on live television. And for what? A fraction of what he used to make in a single round. Holyfield doesn't blame anyone, not the managers, or not the mothers of his children, not the system. In interviews, he smiles. He says he's blessed, that God has a plan. But behind the smile, there's something else. Regret. The kind that doesn't come from losing money. It comes from losing time, from missing birthdays, graduations, moments, from being so focused on being a champion that he forgot to be a father. The mansion is gone. The belts are in storage. The money is a memory. But Holyfield is still here, doing motivational speeches, autograph signings, cameos, trying to rebuild what he lost. Not the fortune. That's never coming back, but the respect, the legacy, the name. Because at the end of the day, that's all a fighter has. His name. And Evander Holyfield refuses to let his be forgotten. $300 million. Gone. Not because of drugs, not because of crime, but because of trust, pride, and the belief that the money would never end. Holyfield gave everything to boxing, and boxing gave him everything. Then it took it all back. The mansion, the millions, the glory. What's left is a man who still believes he did the right thing, who still believes God will provide, who still believes that being the real deal meant something. Maybe it did, but the cost was everything, and no amount of faith can change that. Evander Holyfield is a champion, a father, a believer, and a cautionary tale. Because in boxing, you don't just lose fights, you lose everything. And sometimes, you never get it back.